Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So with the recent brouhaha over the upcoming Nier 3 game, oh wait, it's actually Nier 4, let's speculate on that future Nier game that is almost certainly coming. We could wait until the Nier Reincarnation livestream next week, or we could wait until they add the final story update to Nier Reincarnation next month, because there I think there's a real chance they will announce the next game. But let's have some fun, let's do some theory crafting as the kids call it, and then there's nothing stopping us from making another video after we get the announcement. First of all, on what platform or platforms could the next game be on? I'm 95% sure that it will be on console and not on mobile. Westerners hate mobile games, and to have two of their beloved Nier series on mobile would have them flipping tables, I'm sure. Even the Japanese would balk. They're okay with one mobile game, but two in a row would be over the line. Second of all, how about the gameplay? I would imagine it would be similar to Automata and Replicant. Those have a pretty good reputation. I'm not anticipating an RPG or simulation game like Reincarnation or Alice or the earlier Drakengard games. Third, and this might be the foremost question on most people's minds, but who could be the playable characters of the next Nier game? I feel like the possibilities are 2B, 9S, A2, or Nier, Kaine, and Emil, or Hina, Yuzuki, Fio, Lavanya, or the other Reincarnation characters, or possibly Alice characters, or someone new like Rose from the anime, or 10H from Reincarnation. I feel like 2B, 9S, and A2 are the most likely, just because that's what most people want. They are popular and would best drive sales, and although I didn't interpret it this way, a lot of people interpret the E ending of Automata to mean that the three characters will be playable in a new game. I kind of feel like Reincarnation characters and Alice characters would be the least likely, since mobile games are so radioactive to Western/global users. It's very easy to imagine haters writing off the next console game if it has any connection to a mobile game, and the developers must be aware of that. But then, this is Yoko Taro we are talking about. He is very comfortable with upending conventions and challenging player expectations. But I think there's a real possibility it could be many or all of these characters. Based on what Yoko Taro and Saito Yosuke have been saying, I get the feeling that the next Nier game will be the last they work on before completely handing over the reins to the next generation of creators. So I can see them just going whole hog and including everybody that they had worked on in the past. So we could have multiple playable viewpoints. I personally would love to play a game as big as Automata with 50 fucking selectable characters from Replicant and Automata and Reincarnation and Alice. And if they did that, I would play through the game 50 times, no joke. Next, let's talk about possible settings, and rather than where the game happens, I think the more interesting question is when the game happens. One possibility is after Automata, and as we know now, this is when Reincarnation takes place. Another possibility is before either Automata or the main part of Replicant, and that is when the Legion appear and they fight the Watchers, I think it is. Or it could be even before then, with references to Drakengard or perhaps Alice. Or maybe it's between Replicant and Automata, and we see Emil fighting the aliens. We could play as Hina and Yuzuki versus Legion. We could play as 9S and 2B on the snowy Earth as shown in the concert poster. We could play in the cage-looking Earth as Fio and Lavanya. But here too, I have a feeling it could be multiple time periods, with different characters to play in each. And who better to connect those different times and places than Accord? I think it would be so cool to just throw in everything together, but what I worry about from a gameplay point of view is how level and equipment progression would work across multiple characters and times. Like, would progression carry from one to the other, or would we have to rebuild each from zero every time? But I saw this world reveal in Reincarnation, and I have a very strong feeling that this is one of the settings, if not the main setting, of the next Nier game. Yoko Taro loves this aesthetic. It comes from his love of Eco, and although he got to do a little of it in Replicant and Automata, and a lot of it in Reincarnation, I would imagine that he is still not satisfied. He would want to climb it and do environmental puzzles, and have it on an even bigger scale, with more freedom and less running through the tunnel. Perhaps even open world. An open world Eco would be ridiculous. And finally, let's talk about story, and just like how I said Yoko Taro and Yosuke Saito would want to throw in the kitchen sink since it would be their final involvement, they would also want to conclude the story for the same reason. I'm guessing the human race question will finally be resolved, either is definitively wiped out forever, or the human resurrection is definitively successful. Or it could be both in a way. It could be something like the replicants that are artificially created, but grow or find will and conscious, making us question what is human. But then that question was already addressed in Replicant, so maybe they would go deeper on that question or go in different directions. I should make a video about the different things the different Nier games say, their big messages, and if they are consistent with each other. And to end the video, I can make kind of a channel announcement, a change that I want to make going forward. I want to start removing Nier Reincarnation videos from my channel. Some people are already angry at me for running my channel as if it were my channel, rather than, I don't know, like a government-owned public forum or something. But this is going to make them even more angry, I'm sure. But it's my channel, it's my decision to make. But when I say that I'm going to remove videos from my channel, what I really mean is that I'm going to hide them, so I'm the only one that can see them. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've made a lot of Nier Reincarnation videos. And then, like, thinking ahead, you know, there's probably a new Nier game on the horizon, and it might reference reincarnation. And so in the future, we might have people, you know, doing searches through YouTube to find information on this old mobile game, which is now shut down. And I don't want a bunch of videos that are like chaff, you know, very of the moment, with a short shelf life, that maybe are not what the future people are looking for. I really want to kind of keep up the videos that I feel I am the most proud of, and also might be the most interesting within the context of the next game. And so like things like battle or costume reviews or polls or like guides on how to beat content, I might hide all of that stuff and just leave up like story analysis or character analysis or of course my fashion check videos. Stuff that would be more evergreen and more interesting in the context of a future game. But how much I hide and how much I leave public is going to hinge on the next game. If in the new game there's zero reference to reincarnation, then I might be tempted to leave more public, just to give a kind of a more well-rounded view of what reincarnation was. But if there's a lot of references to reincarnation, or if it's like totally overboard and it's just a remake of reincarnation, then I will feel more compelled to take down most of the videos. But yeah, I just kind of want to like clean up and streamline my channel, particularly with the Nier Reincarnation content. And then I'm going to start with the oldest videos and then work my way to the present, because the present videos are more likely to be more applicable to what's going on now with the game. But like in the very early days, I have some videos where I like review the game after playing it for a week or a month. I'll leave those up because I think those would be interesting to revisit. But stuff like, you know, poll guides or like good weapons from launch or something, I'll hide those. I don't think they would be interesting to anyone anymore. And it's funny, but like by doing this with my channel, kind of like it will mirror what is going to happen with Nier Reincarnation itself, being a mobile game that is going to shut down. Okay, let me know what your thoughts are on the possible future Nier game. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.